Okay, this is on the Judkins job. This is the main basement furnace, number 55722. I believe on the scope it says to install this one first. Yeah, so do this one first. We have main basement, then we have the top floor. So, come in the basement, we have this furnace here. So on the return, I have a cut line right here, but then you're going to cut out the bottom 1 inch from here to here. And I also have a cut line on the return right here that you're just going to remove this 5-foot piece. Going to add a increaser and then a new 5-foot piece and get rid of this panning. As per scope. And then at the end of the drop way down there, we're going to add a return air, and I'll show you that in a bit. But so the new furnace will sit 68.5 inches off of this cement wall. You're going to have to move this blue thing over. Otherwise, we're just basically adding a 5-inch filter box. So it's going to go 5 inches over more. Furnace will sit on a base, and I just have a new 90 on top, then a transition and a canvas. So on the supply, I didn't write it yet, but your cut line is going to be right here at this transition, after this transition. So that's just a 1/2 inch throat and a 1 inch throat. Okay, 25 by 29 filter box, 5 inches wide, and this duct just as it shows. I made a transition to make it wider and set it back a little more so you can get your humidifier on, and then your starting collar. So this here is top view of the return air right here that we're adding. So self-explanatory there. That's 7-inch piece, 5-footer, and drip cap. Cut out the return out the top. Let's go down here. At the end of here, you're going to be adding a return air low, a 30 by 10 baseboard grill behind this. So to do that, you're going to cut out the back side of this and seal the wall up. I'm going to order a can of foam so you can seal this up, and then just pan down the wall. You probably have to cut a little or put a little piece of metal right here. And you know, we have this here, so you're going to have to assess this situation, whether it's remove these blocks or just cut into this. Just make it so we can get enough air down these two for our grill. And then up above us, there's a great room above here, and we have a 7-inch round right here that goes to an angle boot, and a 7-inch round right here that goes to an angle boot. So we're going to upsize these two to 8-inch round. Right now they go to 4 by 12. I'm just going to give you a 6 by 12 by 8 angle boots, 20 feet pipe each, and they have everything painted black. So I don't know if we need to paint these black or not ask Lance. If so, then paint them black. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, and we are also going to upsize the toe kick to a 2 1/4 by 14, and also put in a toe kick boot. So I'm just gonna order that boot. I just made it 14 inches long, 3 by 14 with an end cap. So combustion air is okay. Well, kind of. They have this grate here, but it looks like they've blocked their combustion air with insulation. So if they close this door, make sure they know you have to take out that insulation. But it's just a gate, a chain link gate, so unfinished basement, so you're probably okay. So vent, remove this B vent, the reducer. I'll give you a new 6-inch cap. The vent gonna run out to the back, and again, if Lance wants these painted, I don't know, or they can paint them themselves. But two 2-inch PVCs out the back. You can go 39 feet. Let's see. Well, you can put 490s in it and go 30 feet or 29 feet with 490s. So we're good because we're only 20 feet. And whatever we are in here, so I don't remember what it was. I looked at it and we're good. Just don't use too many 90s. Flat termination on the back. Can't go this way because they've got the eave covering stuff there. Okay. On the gas, so since we're putting in 25 by 28 filter box, our return air is going to be way up here. So just remove this 90 and get rid of this stuff. I'm going to put on a 3/4 inch gas cock, 3/4 inch close, and a 3/4 half bullhead T. Drip leg, flex, and 14 inch into the furnace. AC, gonna flush the 1 1/8 line set, and it reduces right here to 7/8. So I'm giving you 5 feet of 1 1/8 and 6 feet of 1 1/8 and 6 feet of 7/8 Rubitex to replace what you need. A new big pad outside, and I'll go over that in a minute. So we have 30 amp breakers for both ACs. On this one, Lance on the scope says Parker's gonna upsize this breaker to a 50 amp and add a new disconnect outside. On the scope, Lance says he's ordering all the materials for him. So this is a home line panel, so we'll need, I'm guessing, to upsize the wire as well, but I don't know what size they ran yet. Anyway, on the AC, Lance says pull a new control wire. Otherwise, it goes all the way down there, and the wires are out there, or the ACs are out there on that side. So it's quite a distance. Drain to the floor, standard order, with a humidifier. So, and I forgot to write the humidifier down, but humidifier we're going to add right here. And let's see, I didn't see water they ran. Yeah, so we connect to the existing hot water. I'll give you a 6-inch side takeoff to reconnect this 6-inch run. Reuse the 6-inch 90s, there's 3 of them, so get that so it's coming off a good place. Okay. Thermostat, gonna run a Prestige thermostat. Power, reuse the power. And upsize those 2 great room vents. Upsize kitchen toe kick. 30x12 baseboard grill. So let's go outside and look at the AC. Well, let's go. They have a basement door here. And I'm just gonna, they automatically lock, so if you close it, you'll be locked out. But there's a combustion that's blocked right now, but this is why we may not be able to come out here with the flues, because we've got this. But open this gate here. I'm gonna pause this while I walk around. Actually, I'm not going to, because our flues will be coming out in this area to your flat termination, and your ACs. You've got both of them right here. This one is your basement main because it's 1 1/8 line set. This one's 7/8 line set, so that's going to be your top floor. So going to be replacing this disconnect here. I gave you new plastic pads to put down under these, and then I'll show you the great room. Okay, so these 2 runs in the great room we are replacing, so we'll get white registers. And then kitchen toe kick right here. I'm gonna upsize that to a 2 1/4 by 14, and that one's gonna be a brown register. That's it for the basement system. Thanks.